Then I met my current girlfriend Mary, name changed, at a bar. Mary and I hit off immediately. We exchanged numbers and kept talking for a week before I invited her to our flat. I introduced her to Steve, and Mary and I went into my room. When she was leaving, I noticed that Steve was glaring at her. I didn't think much about this. Mary and I started meeting more often and Steve refused to talk to her. I decided to ask him about it and he told me that Mary was not good for me and asked me why I was being so close to a woman. I asked him what he meant by that and he just stormed off. Steve started fighting me about trivial things that didn't matter before. Mary and I made our relationship official a few weeks later and I posted about it on my story. When I got back to our flat, Steve and a few friends were waiting for me. Steve started shouting at me, asking how I could betray him. He told me that I turned my back on him and he called Mary a witch. I reminded him that I was bisexual and assured him that I wasn't leaving him. Our friends took Steve's side and asked me why I started dating a woman. They agreed with Steve that Mary bewitched me. I left our flat and when I came back later, Steve refused to talk to me and told me that he wouldn't talk to me as long as I was in a relationship with Mary. I hoped that this would blow over, but Steve refused to talk to me a month later. I really like Mary and I don't want to end our relationship, but Steve needs my support and nobody back home knows anything about us being queer. We would most probably be disowned if they found out. How do I handle this situation? Update. I decided to tell Mary about Steve not talking to me. She was extremely